On third down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Come on, set.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Zay Jones, 42 yards. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Robinson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, I mean, down early here in this first half, I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on 4th and goal. They're able to punch it into the end zone.
And they did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall, but going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score. That continues to give them an opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
5-7. Kill. Bring it to me.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by Sims. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the counter, Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready, break.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other side.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Let's go,
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 3 yards out. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly. Third down coming up.
I think he just made the punter that ball deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Wentz to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll get this off to ETN. So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
82.
On play action, it's Wentz. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Give to Robinson on the option. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Come on.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Hey, 4, kill. Kill. 40, 82, 4. Hang in there now, hang in.
He'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
57. 4, kill.
Wentz. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. So what a debut we've got going here, Charles. His first ever NFL game, and that 3 touchdowns now on the ground.
I know this organization thought they found a winner, but I can't imagine anyone thinking the results would come quite this fast.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Ready?
Play action. It's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. To credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Talk about career resurgence. How about Robert Quinn in 2021? 18.5 sacks at age 31, which put him over 100 for his career, and he finished 2nd in the NFL.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run with Gibson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Stand by them.
One more time with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Lawrence. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There we go. Man by 7.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just one there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now ETN to start the run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A final shot now for Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. The CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
Got it. Shoot. Here we go. Recon 132 fighter. Smoke. Down. Fire. Here we go, here we go. Up, go. Set. Ready, ready? Ready, ready! 6-6, bullet high! Hit it! Let's go! Big rip! Here we go, set! Shoot! Come on, set! Fire! Let's go now! Ready, break. Fire. Down. Up, go. On the double. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Hit it. On the ready. Big rip. Set. 2. Ready, ready. Fire. Let's go. Puck, go. Here we go. Set. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Hit it. On the set. Big rip. Ready? 2. Let's go now.
Let's do this, man.
Set, ready? Go.